Hello. Let me turn that music a bit down a bit. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, for anyone who's actually returning, that would surprise me. It took a couple-week hiatus, besides that one stream I had with Inferno Snorlax. That's just because I've been trying to focus on myself a bit more. This is just more of a stream that I wanted to do because I feel like I haven't done one in a while. And man, this music is very unfitting. I'm not sure how it's really meshing with how loud my voice is comparative, but wow, this is unfitting for sort of an emotional barfing. But I ideally want to start streaming regularly after my spring break concludes, because I've been focusing on just making sure my mental health is a lot better and making sure, more importantly, my school works up the code. So, man, this music is not that suiting, but it's something. Let me actually, how? It's not, you can barely hear it, to be honest. I'm sure it's fine. I really doubt it's overshadowing me. It's just something to have in the background. So today, I've decided that we are going to be doing something that I'm definitely not copying from a certain YouTuber who just posted this. Wow, you're loud. Wow, you're loud. Game. Oh. I'm gonna turn you down a bit. Oh, God. Okay. Fine. Maybe I'll turn down. Maybe I'll turn down the music, like, forever. Jeez, you're... Oh. Make sure you're all up to code. Yeah. I am definitely not copying this from Markiplier, but it's not just this game I'm playing. I wanted to continue playing Metroid, Splatoon, but for me personally, I wasn't in the mood. I'm still not 100% there. I just recovered from being sick. So I wanted to do something more laid back, something more personal. Better? Worse? Lighting? Bad? No. I wanted to get a little dark atmosphere, but I'm realizing turning the lights off and having a single phone flashlight doesn't constitute as, how do you say, atmospheric. Maybe I should also move my camera so I can actually, like, fade. Oh, my setup doesn't really allow me to do that. Huh. Also, Marvin, are you active? I need to make sure my CloudBot's up and running. Okay, cool. Because how I'm running it today is I'm having a display capture on one side and everything else on the rest, because I'm going to be switching games a lot. Okay, always dash. Okay, that'll work. I don't know. I hope the fuck I got the right game. Sure. Yeah, this looks like it. I'm playing through the first game just to get an idea. Okay, no. We need to change this. Ah! Oh, wow. I actually really like that. I like... It's not, it's terrible lighting, but I think it really works with the atmosphere. Where I try to copy this, just my face obscured in shadow. Like, I wish it was right up here more. I don't think I can. That's not bad. Is anyone in chat? Can anyone help me with that? Well, regardless, here we go. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. That is not the right... Okay, there we go. You will be asked a series of questions that you must answer them honestly. Now, multi-stream. Nah, fuck. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as these answers you provide the questions are asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind and that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simple nature. It is a personality test. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your questions the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water. Sit back and relax and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions. Provided that you're willing to participate, we unlock some substantial information today. Here we go. Alright. Would you be alright with living alone forever? No. I would go insane. Do you like the color more than the color black? Black and purple are my favorite colors, but I think dark blue is really nice, but still. Do I like the color more blue? No, I don't think so. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Okay, in my head, in these circumstances, it's like $20, and they just dropped it. I probably would. It would rain on my whatever. That thing that tells you right and wrong, the little devil and angel on your shoulder, that would get to me too much. I would give it back. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? I do. I always think pursuing the truth is the best option. Deathly afraid of spiders. If you knew you'd emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? No, I'd avoid pain. It'd be cool to say, like, I jumped into lava, but no. Would you consider yourself to be fat? I've had sort of body problems. And, like, I'm not ripped, but I'm not chubby either. So, no. I like to think I exude a bunch of charisma, especially when I'm with my friends. You ever wish you could be temporarily frozen? No, I've never really wished that before, no. This is all very interesting. Did you realize that the last letters of the previous questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No. I mean, I watched the Markiplier video, so I kind of already knew that. Does that make you uncomfortable? Not really. That's just a coincidence. I like to think I am. Because, like, in like, my D&D sessions that I play with my friends, I'm by far the tactician of the group. I notice that little flaws in the enemy's plans. maybe that's not hidden puzzles or clues, but I like to think that I am. But I also can think of times that I have, like Baba Is You is a game that I really adore, but I'm terrible at. I like to think that I am. Kind of, yeah. Have you been entirely honest with the answers thus far? I think I have. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering? I'm not afraid. I don't think there are any. Were you aware that there were potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Well, the consequences for answering dishonestly is the fact that you're going to give me a fake result. So, I was aware of that. Are you wondering how these questions begin to take a strange turn? No, not really. Would you consider yourself captivated? I would say, by my own psyche and personality quizzes and such, I do love that kind of stuff. So yeah, very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? I like to think so, but then I shit the bricks when it comes to playing Amnesia. Everyone likes to think about, like, oh, someone is getting robbed. I've got to go save them. I got to go intervene. But not saying is so much easier than doing. I don't think I'm that brave. Do you view yourself as someone who has above average intelligence? Yes, I do. For all my faults, I think I have good school smarts. Not street smarts. I'm bad street smarts, but really good school smarts. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? Nope, I'm oblivious. I'm not even trying. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? It hasn't even crossed my mind. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist? Nope, I'm just going to keep on going. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Patient person. I think, for me, I like to think that I'm patient. Everyone likes to think the best of themselves, but it really just depends with what. I feel like I can be patient with a lot of things, but some things I just can't wait for. I'm very, very anxious. Anxious is the wrong word. Some things I just can't wait for. I think I am more patient than I am not. Do most humans annoy you? That's hard. Every person's different and lots of people annoy me. Several people annoy me, especially with everything. If we're going like global, yes, several people annoy me. I wish humans could just get along, but that's not going to happen. Like in that aspect, they absolutely annoy me. But, but most humans, no, I don't think so. I feel weird about that. Do you prefer animals to people? Nah, animals are dicks. Do you believe in magic? No, I think everything is grounded in some sort of science. Magic is just science we don't understand yet. Do you believe in God? I actually do believe in God. I'm the closest to being a deist. I'm like halfway in between believing in God. I think all the current established religions are, well, okay, I don't follow them. I like to think there's a God, but I haven't seen proof. Do you fear death? Yes, I have a massive fear of death. Am I attracted to someone who I'm not currently in a relationship with? Well, what do you mean by that? Do you find someone else attractive, or have a crush on someone? Because, yeah, I've seen attractive people. No, I'm going to say no. Yeah, I assume this means, are you attracted to a specific person, not just for their looks? Yeah, I believe so. Are you alone? Yes. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Roommate's at home. If I told you with the utmost certainty that there's someone watching you, would you believe me? No, because my Twitch chat is empty. Have you ever wondered who I am? I just figured you were a therapist. That actually never crossed my mind. You ever had shivers at any point during the session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Sadly, no. I wish I was being watched. You consider quitting the session early. Nah, I got time. Wait, fuck. No, that was wrong. Do you drink water every day? Yeah. Do you eat at least once per day? Yep. You realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages thus far? I have not, because you never told me. You realize you just missed another one? No. Are you wondering what they were? Kind of. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Yeah, I'm very curious about lots of things. Is your favorite number 7? No. My favorite number is -8. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. I guess. That phrasing is weird, but I can't think of a way to dispute that. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. And you're saying oranges are better than apples? Excuse me. I mean, they can. Anything can be compared. Venus sometimes prefers a morning star. I did not know that. Everyone deserves a second chance. I disagree. I think there are some times that when you hit a roadblock, or when you do something extremely heinous, you do not deserve that second chance. I think once you have taken a person's, like, for example, like, this is the most extreme example, of course. Once you have taken someone's life, with murderous intent, you do not deserve a second chance. You should have put yourself in, you should be locked in prison or dead. Those are the only 2 options. I wonder if there's a philosophy tag. Of course there isn't. I didn't know how to market this stream on Twitch. I just put it under just chatting. I could technically switch it to the test. We'll see if that ranks into anything else. I doubt it, though. We'll switch it back to just chatting. Anywho. Yeah, I do not think everyone deserves a second chance. Oh my god, I just realized you have eyes. Oh my god. I thought this was your hat. I thought this was your head. No, your eyes are down here. Oh my. I learn something new every day. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? I like to think so. But to be honest, I do not think so. I'm actually thinking back to Monsters, Inc. Or Monsters University, which is, I think, underrated. It's the message of the movie that I don't ever really seen anywhere. Mike is at the lake, and Sully comes up to see him, and it's just a talk about how no matter how much Mike tries to be scary, he will never be scary. He will never, ever achieve the dream he wants. He will never be a good scarer. And that struck a chord with me. Because it's taught that, like, as long as you try, you can achieve anything your heart desires. But no, some people have inherent advantages, and those advantages can sometimes be insurmountable, no matter how much work you put in. I would always advocate for trying your best to achieve what you want, but sometimes it's just not enough. And it's the cruel reality of the world. So I do not think that's true. Obedience is more important than freedom. If this was security, specifically, there would be a much bigger argument for me to make here. But no, I disagree. From the four parts of it, like obedience, sticking in line as a sheep, or I guess, compared to just living free where you want. But there's another way to look at this. Order for the sake of preventing anarchy, because freedom can also mean chaos in the worst possible sense. I do think that an authoritarian state of pure obedience is worse than freedom, because of like books like Brave New World is the one I always look to. I would like to say 1984, but I haven't read the book, so I can't really give my opinion on that. Man, I love this mood lighting. You can barely see my face, so people will ask, I'll be like, I can do a face reveal. Ooh. Ooh. I disagree. Underwater water adventures sound like a fun time. That sounds like hell. Being stuck in a metal tube beneath the surface, and if one thing goes wrong, you blow up. It's terrible. Do you realize that the first letters of the previous equation spell the phrase, I love you? I did not. Wasn't paying attention. Do you wish to be loved? I feel like everyone wants to be loved, to some extent. Do you have any addictions? Yes. I believe I have a gambling addiction. Do you dislike the color pink? I don't hate it. Did something just move in my camera? It's probably just that blue thing. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I think pink's a fine color. Does the color gray seem depressing? Yeah, it can be very drab, unless you give it something to go with it. Do you enjoy loud music? What do you mean loud music? Do you mean like just any type of music as long as it's loud, or like the genre of like rock, heavy metal? Because I don't like metal. Hold on while I blow my nose. Good old ASMR right there. Like I said, I'm recovering from a cold. Like if you're talking about that kind of metal, which is what I'm getting from this, I don't. Do you like to dance? I haven't danced in a while, but I actually can't say I hate to dance. I actually kind of like formal dancing more than regular dancing. So yeah, I think I actually say yes to this. Do you consider yourself normal? Fuck no. Normal is an insult. There's no such thing as a normal person. Do you love your parents? Oh. That's a... It's a hard dilemma right there. Have you ever been lied to? Yeah. Everyone's been lied to. Angry. Okay, what does often mean? Often, I'd say means at least once every 3 days. Or, I'm teetering on the edge between. I can get frustrated really easily. When things don't go my way. I'll say no here, because I can't think of any time recently that I've gotten like super angry. Do you hold grudges? Yes, I like to plan revenge. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yeah, I like to think I'm a forgiving person, and I've lied all the time. No, I actually think trees are better. I never really thought about this before, but I think a tree is more appealing than a flower. Yeah, you want to be an animal instead of a person. I have thought about this. Like, if I could just like be a dog, be pampered, or a cat and do nothing all day. But it's just being a person has so much more advantages, such as having intelligence and living longer. So, well, no. It's not a question, would you rather? It's, have you ever wanted to be an animal? So that's true, yes. Do you believe I have psychic powers? I'd love to believe that, but that also means I'd be delusional. You ever seen a ghost? Nope. Do you dream often? Yes. You have nightmares often? I don't, actually. My nightmares are very few and far between. I have suffered from anxiety attacks, yes. That's harder. I guess a little bit. I'll say yes, because I can't say no with good conscience. Nope, nope, I'm a couch potato. I'm drinking peace tea. So much for that. My mood lighting. Sorry, I'm just making sure that it's nothing important. Yeah, no, I don't know. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Emotionally scarred? Well, okay, because this can mean a lot of things. Have I ever been hurt and it only hurt mentally? Yeah, but I wouldn't call that emotionally wounded. Emotionally wounded sounds something bigger. I guess I have. If the idea that your emotions have been warped to a point that they would have gone down a different path, and I guess that's the way I'm interpreting this. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yes, I guess. Yeah, all the time. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going. No, I do sometimes take the lead in things, but there are lots of times where I panic in that role, so I can't with good conscience say it. Good conscience, I'm going to say that a lot. No. No, because one of my biggest fears is the idea of an apocalypse. I would never. Yeah, all the time. Everyone has that kind of fantasy. Have I ever been bullied? No, I haven't. I was a bully in kindergarten. I regret it every day. Yeah, I drink all the time. Oh, yep, all the time. I do this frequently, and it pisses me off. I'm just oblivious to some things that I say. I'm a very sarcastic person. A lot of my humor is derived from insulting people. And, like, I feel like with friends, it's more common for you to say stuff that is degrading. Not to a point where, like, it's serious shit. More like making fun of each other's mistakes and whatnot. And sometimes I go too far with that, and I don't realize it because I'm in the moment. So, yes, I do that. It's alright. I wouldn't call it fascinating. It's there for me. I guess. No, I would not consider myself an artist. That's hard. It really just depends on which friend you're talking about. There are some that I've been making sure to keep with me. Other ones I haven't talked to in a long time. I want to say no, so I'm just gonna follow that. Absolutely, 100%. There's no such thing as perfection. Thank you for just going to the next one. Yes, I've stolen. I remember there was a time that I was at McDonald's and we were gonna sit. This is years ago, like when I was 8. We were walking down, gonna sit down at McDonald's, and I just someone was walking by me with a tray in hand, and I just grabbed a fry off the tray. And my parents were looking back at me like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" And I'm like, but in my head, I was like, for some reason, I had an injected ego that day. So I like, ooh, yeah, I'm just the best. Ooh, a platter of fries for me. Don't mind if I do. How much? But then I felt so bad about it that I'm like, I looked at the fry. I'm like, I can't do this. And I threw the fry behind the drink machine. And I'm like, that'll make up for it. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, you're fucking terrible. Anyways, would I ever kill someone under any circumstance? Yeah, absolutely. Self-defense is 100% justified. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Oh, hello, welcome to the stream. Huh. Would I tell anyone if I only had one day to live? Because that's hard. There are two train of thoughts. Well, okay, no, there's three ways I can see this going. I tell everyone that I know that I'm going to die in 24 hours. Which will lead to basically everyone fretting about how I'm going to die. I tell certain people that I'm going to die to make sure I can spend the last day with them. Or I tell no one. and make sure to plan my day to prepare for my death as much as possible. And those last two options sound like the most appealing. It's just what I tell I feel like I'd have to at least tell my friends. Or like at least like my girlfriend. But it's just the idea, cause the problem is, if I tell someone that I only have one day to live, they are going to spend that. It's going to be a very, very depressing day. That's all they're going to be able to think about. But if I don't tell them, I'm going to die the next day out of nowhere, which I guess will be technically just me telling them a day later, in the worst way possible. But I don't think I would, because that last day I'd spend with them would be more peaceful, I guess. That's a toughie. Have you ever told Darkest Secret something? Yeah. Those are some things you just shouldn't keep inside you. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? I mean, it's hard to really say. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? What are you gonna do? I'm streaming this. It's not like you're gonna be keeping this secret. Doctor-patient confidentiality is already fucking gone. So yeah, I trust you. Do you know who I am? You're the doctor. I mean, no, I don't know who you are. If I appear right behind her, would you scream? Most likely, yeah. If I were to turn around and a man wearing a plague mask on their head came into my room, yeah, I think I'd scream. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? This doesn't, because you're a computer program, and directly behind me is a fridge. So you're either a skinny motherfucker, or you're a liar. Yeah. Oh, shit, no, another one. Yes and no. I do like to think that I'm empathetic. I do feel bad for people in situations, but I often sometimes don't show that outwardly. I'd say more yes than no. That one was an iffy one. Yes, I consider myself to be a huge romantic. During high school, all I wanted to do was just to fall in love and get into a relationship for the sake of being in a... For the sake of feeling that messy feeling called love. Do you know what light bulbs are? I was trying to create a mood, Mr. Adonis. I can go turn on a light. I'm trying to create this atmospheric mood like this man has right here. It wouldn't be as cool if I just go turn on the lights and it's bright in here. I've never been in a fight, and I hope I never do. He has more light? Well, I can't light a fire! There's nothing here! Fucking... What do you want me to do? If I turn on the light, it breaks everything. Let me see what I have. Fucking stickler. I'm in just chatting because this game has like 50 followers on Twitch, and it's more likely to be caught here. And I could switch it back. I just don't know. I didn't know what to put it under because I'm going to be switching games consistently during stream. Constantly during stream. Yeah. That's true. I might as well just put it under the obscure one. We'll put it under the test. Doesn't hurt. And I found the desk lamp. I think that'll work. Have you tried games and demos? Games and demos. I mean, that'll work. It's probably better than just this games because it has such a little following. Alright. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Yeah, I get them all the time. Do you look at the ground when you walk? It really depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in a really shitty mood, then yeah. When you're depressed, you tend to look more at the ground. When you're feeling assertive or extroverted, you look around you. So, sometimes, so I guess it would be a yes more than a no. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Would you ever shave your head? If I could help it, never. I value my hair a lot. I'm not one for looks, but I do like to take care of my hair. Muscular bodies, I don't hate it. I guess yeah, more than no. Would you ever dance? Yeah, all the time. Everyone does that. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Huh. Okay, that's an interesting question. I'd like to think so, but I also feel like I'm the person who's skeptical. Who just... I give them a lot of information, but I keep them at arm's reach. But I do think I would trust them entirely. I think it's just me being too skeptical of myself. No, I have flashes in between years. I couldn't really tell you that much, besides key moments in my childhood. If I could 100% get away with robbing a bank and getting a lot of money, if I could do it without killing people, I might. If it makes it so I have to hurt someone, absolutely not. But if I can get away without hurting anyone, then yes. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Okay, does this mean like in a nightmare sense? Or do I ever like fascinating about the day that I'm running down a beach? You know the cliche, like the girl's running after the guy on the beach, but instead of a girl, it's a husky man with a knife. Instead of a nice, handsome boyfriend, it's me sprinting for my life. I don't dream fascinated about that day. I don't think I've even had any memory. I'm sure I've had nightmares of this specifically, but I don't think anything about... If I have done it before... No. This question is phrased if I think about it often. You ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. That one's new. No. Not that one either. I know it's a very common one, but I just don't think it... I enjoy scary movies, not books. I don't think I've ever read any horror books. I only enjoy scary movies when I'm with someone. I don't see the point in watching horror movies alone. Getting scared alone isn't fun, at least for me. It's getting scared with other people is a lot more fun. Yes. I think comedy is very fascinating, and I think it's really, really hard to get right in TV show and movies. No, actually. I do not like being the center of attention. If it's with people I know, then yes, sure. But if it's random people, I don't think I like that. Yeah, I actually do get that feeling a lot. I never feel like I never think I'm truly alone. It could just be the idea, because I keep watching, like, murder mystery documentaries, but I never think I am ever alone. Yeah, I wonder that a lot. No, I haven't. I've always thought those were kind of hoaxes. You ever punched a nun? Rockwell. No, I've never punched a nun. Yes, dogs are 100% better than cats. Do you prefer to read? No. I have been trying to read the books for English, but I just can't focus. And actually, I don't know where it is, But I have to read the Watchmen comics for my English class because my English class is fucking cool. But I just can't sit down and read it for more than half an hour because my brain just gets bored. And I've actually looked into this, and it just turns out that as you get older, you get less. Most people get less and less accustomed to reading. It could just be because of how our society is going now, and we're going more technologically and more movie-oriented rather than books. But it also just can be the idea of becoming more adult, and you have less and less time to read, so you have less and less practice with it. So no, I do not prefer to read. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? That actually didn't cross my mind, and I don't know why it didn't. Yes, starstruck. Yeah, what's the definition of starstruck? I don't know why I'm blanking on this. Definition. Fascinated or greatly impressed by famous people, especially those connected with... Oh no. I look up to many entertainers, especially on YouTube or Twitch. Those are the people I look up to the most, because they feel like normal people when compared to like actors who feel like they were born and raised to be Hollywood actors. Starstruck is when you get anxiety attack over meeting celebs. Okay, yeah, not really. If I were to walk up to Chris Pratt, I might feel nervous, but I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Do you hate going to big party social gatherings? Yes. I think big parties, but he's Mario. He is Mario, and I'm going to see that movie as soon as it comes out because I think that is one of the best casting roles I have ever seen because no one gave a shit about the Mario movie until that casting was revealed. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. I think it's a... I did. I think big parties and social gatherings are not that pleasant for me, personally. Is your favorite part of your birthday party receiving presents? I mean, yeah, to be honest. Well, okay, not anymore, actually. I've actually started disliking receiving presents. Obviously, getting free shit is nice, but it just becomes... I actually started enjoying seeing my friends and family more. So, no, actually, not anymore. I would have definitely changed my answer if I took this 2 years ago. You ever punched the nun? No, I haven't. I actually didn't. Mostly because I knew that joke was coming. Nah, never. Well, the nun did nothing wrong. Why are we targeting the nuns? If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Okay, it's more like my nature. I don't know if it's human nature specifically, or just mine. It's the idea of, like, you put yourself down a little bit more. I pay attention to my flaws a lot more than my strengths. So if there is, I think I'd go down there. But I don't think, if I think objectively, I don't think I've done anything wrong to warrant going to hell. So emotionally, I think so. But objectively, I think I should not be going to hell. So I do not think I'm going to it. Fantasy fiction games. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I'm kind of interested in what your definition is. Am I more on silent content right now? No. There are very few topics I would not discuss. Is there... Ah, fuck, it is. Because this tea isn't good for thirsting my quench. Quenching my thirst is what I meant to say. Yeah, it is. Okay, I use profanity a lot, and I grew up with a dad who came from Boston, like the swearing capital. But it depends on how the profanity is used. Profanity while screaming honestly terrifies me. I know that's the one it's most used, but I don't... Okay, specifically, profanity that is loud and in public scares me the most. because that implies that person does not care about a lot of consequences. I guess that would say more about the person than a profanity, but in that specific circumstance, that makes me very uncomfortable and scared. So yes, it does make me uncomfortable. I used to believe in Bigfoot. I guess that would be more aggression than profanity. I'd still say like using profanity overall makes me more uncomfortable than just. I'm never gonna feel comfortable. Like when I'm talking with someone and they swear, I'm never gonna say, yes, this brings me great comfort. So it's more uncomfortable than comfortable. I still would stick with that answer. Do you believe in legendary beasts? I used to believe in Bigfoot a lot. I used to watch Finding Bigfoot and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe with all this undeniable proof and all these stories, how have we not found Bigfoot yet? And then I grew up and I realized, man, they were just making up stories to fill a quota. I do not believe it anymore. Another thing with that, we had a show and tell in 3rd grade, and someone in the class went to Scotland. Yeah, Scotland's where the Loch Ness Monster is. And they brought a picture showing like how they had caught the Loch Ness Monster in frame. So they took a picture, and like a Bronchiosaurus neck thing is in the background. It's like, at the time I'm like, oh my god, we have proof of the Loch Ness Monster. We have to go show people. Like we have found this mythical beast. And now looking back, because I remember that picture perfectly. It's so obviously photoshopped. It's just the picture, but they essentially stapled the dinosaur on top of it. It's very obvious. I think it was clipping one of their shoulders. It wasn't edited good at all. I was a very stupid child. Are you poor with money management? I'd say yeah. I bought some bad things, bad purchases. Yeah. Ooh. Enjoy. If that said, are you good at? I'd say yes in a heartbeat. I have grown to hate math as years have gone. I think I'm very good at it, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. I hated physics. I blame that class solely for causing me so much strife and panic and anxiety for my last semester. I wouldn't say anymore. I'm working on it. I'm learning Japanese, but I'm definitely not fluent in it. No, but I'd love to. No, I didn't mean to say yes. I never started drinking coffee, or I never had coffee before I started college. I don't enjoy coffee. I only drink it when I need to, so no. Do I believe in demons? This is an interesting one. This is the same thing as the previous God question. I actually like to think they exist. Well, I don't like to think they exist. I kind of think they do, with the idea of the embodiment of human sin takes form once you die. I guess I'd say no more than yes. I don't think like I'm gonna see like good old Satan. Well, no, Satan's not a demon. Good old Devil McGee running around causing like people to have big orgies or whatever. I think that's just human nature. I think demons exist in all of us, but I don't believe that's what the question's asking. So no. Do you believe in angels? Nope, definitely don't. I believe in demons more than I do angels. Are you afraid of sharks? I don't have a specific fear of sharks, but if I was in the water and there was one nearby, I'd probably be scared of it. But I don't have an innate fear of sharks. No, I tried to take a bath recently. It's not as good as I remember it. Maybe that's because my bathtub's too small. I have to scrunch my knees. But no, I'd rather take a shower. It's quicker. Do you like this? Does Priscilla perfume and cologne give you headaches? Ugh, I'm flashing back like to getting like Axe body spray. Ugh. I wouldn't say it gives me headaches. I just think it doesn't smell good. I don't think perfume and cologne really work that well. So no. Do you see the shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No, I didn't see it. I'm just focusing on the light, pretending the darkness behind me that is slowly surrounding me doesn't exist. You ever hear your name called, even when you know no one's calling it? Yes. I don't. It doesn't happen often, but I do hear, like, Zach or Jeffrey. And, like, I look behind me like no one's waving. And I remember there was one time I did wave at someone, and they just kind of, like, looked at me like, who's this kid? And just turned around and walked away. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yes. Fuck. I'm gonna move my keyboard to the right. I don't hear footsteps. Footsteps is not one of the things I hear when I think I'm not alone. That's mean, because I heard the knocking in my headphones, but that was definitely from the game. I do hear random knockings around me, but it's not because of like a ghost or I think I'm alone. It's because the people next to me are very, very loud people. So, I mean, yes. Do I often look at the same time on the clock every day? No, I don't check my phone that often. I'm not that high strung that I have to check constantly what time is it. What time it is. No, I never felt my feet being grabbed at night. No, that sounds like a major sleep dilemma? No. We'll just say problem. Do you have any pets? Nope. No, my favorite colors are black and purple. Are you shy with your family member? Fuck no. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Depends how much. I'm just gonna go, like, let's just say I get 100 million. If your definition of share is give them some money, then probably not. But if it's just like buy food for them occasionally, then yeah. If that's the definition you're going with, the government. Well, no, they're keeping my money. I won't share it with them. That's not sharing. That's extortion from the government. Absolutely, I would become the dictator of a country. 100%. I'd be dethroned almost immediately, but I'd absolutely become the dictator. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Yeah, I've thought that before. Ooh, come on, man. It's just starting. Let's just see how it rides. For now, Anyway, do you ever wonder what it'd be like to be in prison? I have thought about it if it's as bad as people, or as like the stuff like Scared Straight, or if it's just it's very lax. I have wondered what it's like, because TV shows tend to TV eyes many things. Do you like fishing? No, fishing's lame. I hate hunting. No. Why would I ever leave the comfort of my home? Do I like guns? I hate guns. I think if I get rid of all guns in the world, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'm not actually tired. This gives me room to talk. Kinky? I'm a virgin. I don't think I have the right to be kinky. I'll say no. Because I don't really know what I think. Eyes of the Wonder of the Soul? I agree, dude. I agree. If you could judge anyone through a single body part, it'd be their eyes. I try to keep my promises, but I sometimes drop them, so I can't say that with good conscience. I should just stop saying that. I can't say that with good faith. That's better. Give me some of my peach tea. No. Well, if it's like a white lie, then fine. But if it's from this question, I gather it's like they side about something of significance. I would never completely trust them again. I would trust them a little bit, but never fully again. Are you the only child? Yes, I am. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I refuse to drink. My stance has changed over the years. I don't think I'd personally ever get a tattoo, but I do think tattoos look really nice for the most part. Do you enjoy being high in any form? No. Oh, good. My Russian friends are back to give me more startling links. Can I ban you? Nah, I mean, no one's gonna click it. You believe I have a soul? No, I don't think I have a soul. No, I don't. Huh. I never really thought about the idea of souls before. I'll say yeah. I think that's appealing. Did you cry this week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? No. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? On the daily, no. You understand how this works yet? I mean, yeah, you ask me a question, I answer yes or no. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about the answering the questions, it's about the time you spent answering them. The combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. Changing the wording of a question slightly can drastically change someone's answer. My favorite example of this is the trolley problem. It's like one of the most basic philosophical dilemmas. Basically, you're a train conductor, and the train is coming down the tracks, and it's currently going towards 5 people. But you have the power to change the trajectory of the track so it hits one person instead. Would you do it? Majority of people say they would change the track in order to save the 5 people. It gets more complicated as you go on. But then my favorite question to ask directly after this is, okay, you are a doctor, and you have 5 patients who are in critical condition who are going to die because you don't have the organs you need in order to save these people. But, ever so luckily, there is a person in the other room who came in for a checkup who has all the organs that you need to save these 5 people. Do you kill this man in order to save these 5 people? And everyone I've ever asked that question to is no, I will not kill that 5 man. Was there really? I never watched Scrubs. And I always... Everyone died. The donor had rabies. Oh. Well, I feel like the doctor should have realized that man had rabies. I don't say I think he should be fired at that point. I mean, yes, he just killed the man, but also he didn't realize he realized he had rabies. I'll put it on my list. Yeah, and I just think that kind of question is interesting because everyone who said yes that I would switch the track to save the 5 people said no to saving the 5 people in the same doctor scenario, even though fundamentally it is the same question. I understand. I'm wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question that you just answered. That did cross my mind. This sounds like an ending question. If I were to tell you that this entire process is planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else about bothers using this, just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? I don't think that's very likely. They just made this game for specifically me. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Isolation is one of my biggest fears. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Yeah, I think about it, because people get murdered all the time. It's kind of scary, bad world we live in. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? I wouldn't say that. Do you feel like I know you yet? I mean, you would be able to get a good grasp of who I am from these questions. At a base level, I'd say. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? No. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took a load of time to respond, or answered quickly without rating understandingly, I have been able to tell. In calculating your results, analyzing you very carefully, and judging me. Okay. Well, no. I interpreted... Hey, at the beginning of this quiz, I said the questions are up to interpretation. I assumed he meant sounds except the game. He did make knocking noises, but that was from the game. I'm 100% sure on that. Around me, I did not hear anything. So the run is still on. Based on the results, I can conclude that you just may be the most beautiful soul to walk this earth without ever realizing it. Huh. You have so much love inside to give, and you don't have enough people to truly give it to. You may have to try extra hard to find people willing to accept your love. Once they accept you and let you in, they will never want to let you go. Anyone who isn't interested in giving you a chance is not worthy of your love. Remember that and hold it dear to you. You do not want to get hurt, and you'll need to understand that only those willing to take a hit will go somewhere in life. Forgive those who have wronged you in the past, but do not forget the lessons they taught you. This is imperative to happiness. Hold on. More people should really give you a chance sometimes. Not for your benefit, but for their own. They're really missing out on such a wonderful individual and all of the things that you have to offer them. Just so you know, just know that no matter what, when people wisen up and begin to understand you for who you really are, or whether they just ignore you for whatever reason, you are going to be just fine. Your success and happiness is determined by one thing, and only one thing: yourself. Your secret word is fairness. Remember this word, though, coming in. I'm not gonna lie, I actually felt something there. That really applied to me. I gotta say, that was kind of spot on for how that was a totally fortune cookie thing, like you said, but that honestly struck a chord with me. That was impressive. In the comments. What comments? Like in the Steam comments? I don't know. I enjoyed that, personally. Alright. Let's go on to the next game. Although I will be putting... Alright, well, whatever. Next is the test hypothesis rising. Before experiencing the test hypothesis, it's highly recommended you play its prequel to the test before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot from this experience if you play the test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense, as it carries from the last examination left off. I'd like to urge you to go play the test before now venturing forward. It follows the instructions listed throughout the game, and will certainly make a bigger benefit. Yep, alright, I've done that. I've already played the test. Hello. Who the fuck are you? Ah, Fate. Hello, and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like to... The game's louder than me? Oh, yeah, wow. Hold on, let me adjust it. It's a new game, so I forgot I had to, Where are you? There you are. There we go. New game, so I had to adjust my game volume. Thanks for that. Am I happy? When I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Let me explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you're going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. Do you want to be happy, don't you? I do. You want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. Believe me, you will suffer. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. Oh, will you, Mr. Fate? That's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel are most desirable. Human traits within ourselves. Sometimes, people do bad things, and sometimes they don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth might make you. Now, it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice you deserve. As you read these questions and scenarios during this process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. If you never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. And here we go. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not about just answering the question, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do, don't rush the process. Time is your best friend here. And you'll see what I mean soon enough. Feeling comfortable right now? Actually, a little bit. This is putting a lot better of a tone on this. I'll say yeah. I'd say more excited than nervous, because I'm actually really intrigued. Kind of. I'll say yeah. You feel sad? No. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting, even though they didn't deserve it? Emotionally, probably. Physically, definitely not. But I will say yes, because I don't think do you crave acceptance by others? I think so. I think so. I have been very blessed to say I have never lost someone who has been extremely dear to me. And I am thankful for that every single day. Do you ever know what heartbreak feels like? There was a time where I asked someone out and their rejection really, really hurt me. It wasn't just the fact that they rejected me in such a really cold manner. It really hurt. I don't know if that was specifically heartbreak or it was just sadness. I'll say it was heartbreak. Let me turn on the game some more while I think about my option. Yeah. There we go. I think that suits it better. I'll say yes. I'm more confident saying yes. Do you believe in demons? I do not. Do you believe in curses? Ooh. I believe that karma is a thing. But karma is not a curse. No, I do not. I would not consider myself to be spiritual. Never. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. There's an undeniable proof that a ghost is haunting you. Would you be able to live in your home? Fuck no. No. If it was undeniably proven that I'm being haunted by a poltergeist, I'm bolting the fuck out. I'm selling that house immediately and getting as far away as I can. No. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? No. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? No, because that's stupid. Wait, it was said haunting you. Would moving even help? That's true, but I definitely wouldn't be able to live in that house. I would at least attempt moving. I'm sticking with my answer. Would you like to make more friends? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I touched on this before. I think overall, I'm not doing that great with the majority of my friends. I'm not being objectively a bad person with them, but I feel like I could be doing more. Do you feel lonely? Yeah. Talk to me. Do I make friends easily? That depends on your definition. I haven't been making that good of an effort to make friends. It's very slow going for me, so I'd say no. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yes. I think I like to avoid it if I can. Have you ever had a near-death experience? No. I can't say I have. I have been in almost car crashes, but those crashes in particular wouldn't have caused. It would have caused damage to my car and maybe hurt me, but I doubt it would have done anything lethal. I can't think of a single time I was been near death. There was the time where I was in an awkward position in the bathtub when I was 3. But I didn't even consider the fact that I might die. I was more concerned with the fact that I couldn't breathe, and I wasn't thinking about the fact that I was gonna die. I was thinking about the fact that, man, this is really uncomfortable. And I just kind of got myself out of that. I'd say no. Love it. Love them when they're good. Love them when they're bad. Yeah, this is all very interesting. You ever played the test? Yes, I have. That's the spirit. You ever played the horoscope? I have not. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. I actually bought it. We're going to play it later if I have time. Do you watch porn? Yes, I have, sadly. Do you consider us to be a hard worker? If I had this question 2 years ago, I would have said yes 100%. But not anymore. I've gotten very lazy. Some circumstances are out of my control, but a lot of them I feel like I've just gotten lazier, so not anymore. I'm sad to say that. I'd say I have a low opinion of myself because of the past 2 years. Once again, this past 2 years have really affected how I see myself and the world. This is hard. My friends would all say yes to this. Concerning me, I mean. I can be very confident, but there's times where I'm not. I'll say yes. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? If it's on the way, sure. If I'm crossing the street with the lady, then yes. Would you kill all your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? I couldn't go through with it. I couldn't. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? What the fuck? No. You ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? I think so. I think I've run into a situation somewhat like that. You ever try to roll your eyes so far back in the head to see if they really get stuck? No, that thought terrifies me. I don't like thinking anything hurting my eyes at all. You ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? I know I have, but I don't know specifically what I did. I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be so funny. This is going to be so great. And then the next feeling I felt was I wish I had never even conceived of this, but I can't remember what it was. It was definitely when I was really young. But, so yes, I have. Are you streaming live right now? Yes, I am. Alright, Fate's saying hello. Say hi back, Adonis. Are you recording this gameplay session? No. Oh, wait, I gotta go turn off that poll. Whoops. Hold on. I didn't realize I was still running. Close poll. That's a long story. Basically, I'm going through a Pokemon game where you can teach everyone Spore. And because some Pokemon theoretically cannot learn Spore, it's all dandruff that we're stuffing down people's throats so they get knocked out and fall asleep. You had to be there. Am I recording this? Technically not, but it's all going to go on YouTube anyways. So in that sense, I am. So I'll say yes. If I told you I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? I mean, yes. You are watching me play this game right now. Because you are in the game. If you left a comment for me at any... If you've left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does that bother you? No. If you've left a comment for me, does it make you positive that I pay attention to you, that you take in the time to write? No, not really. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Oh, that's sweet. And I understand that now. That's nice. I really do. Aw. I don't have a specific fear of snakes, but they do give me anxiety. I do not. Have you cried in the last month? Last time it was the last week. No, I don't think I have. Do you have a hero? New and improved. I do not. I think I do. I have several heroes. Most of them are entertainers and comedians. Do you typically learn from your mistake? Yes. I often think of my mistakes all the time. It really depends what it is. I usually enjoy playing a majority of sports in a casual setting. I fucking hate camping, though. Hiking isn't terrible. I'll say yes. I think I'd enjoy it more than not. Yes, 100% I'm lazy. Do you can sometimes... Yes, I have so much problem with motivation. That was my major problem this month. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yes, I do. I do it all the time. Yes, they would. They would. I've been called kind many times. I've never cheated in a relationship. That is one of the last things I do. It is. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship? No, I hope not. I am very judgmental. I feel like everyone is judgmental. I think you're a liar if you say you're not. Hence the judgmental thing. But you can be judgmental as long as you make sure it doesn't affect how you see that person. I judge people all the time, but I try not to make it skew how I see that person. It's difficult, but it's doable. I see. Are you a hero to someone else? If I am, I don't know about them, so I'm gonna say no. Do you love animals? Yeah. If you found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward. I don't use Tinder, so I can't say that. Yeah, me neither. No, I refuse to drink alcohol. I'm not intoxicated. I don't like the feeling of being out of control of myself. That's one of the main reasons I don't want to drink alcohol. I'm not intoxicated. Well, that makes one of us. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? No, not really. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Yes, actually. I was just thinking, these questions are weird. I have a very vivid imagination. I like to think of I like to think of just series of the games I've played in I like to put them in like an anime perspective. Like, I rearranged the plot of Sun and Moon of Pokemon into an anime format, where it's just like a bunch of large-scale fights between the actual trainers and not the Pokemon. I'm really weird like that. I usually do feel uncomfortable in large social settings. Would you consider this, please? I wouldn't say antisocial, because for me, antisocial means you stay away from people for the sake of staying away from people because you really don't want to. I'm not like that. I prefer just smaller groups because it makes it more intimate. It makes it a lot easier to connect with people than just being in a very large place. I would not consider myself antisocial. I can, yes, I have hold grudges for a long period of time. No, I think I have never done that. Never. I would never consider it. No. Ooh. Would I consider myself to be selfish? That's actually a hard one. I don't know how to answer that. I don't think I can call myself selfish. I know, I'm a fucking saint. And I've definitely done selfish things. But I've done a lot of good things for my friends and family too. I often go out of my way to talk to people despite the detriment towards me, and I don't think that's selfish. In my mind, I can't call myself selfish, so no, I cannot. Do you think you got a big ego? Yes. No. Would you consider yourself being religious? No. Do you consider yourself being temperamental? I want to make sure I have this definition right. Temperamental. Liable to unreasonable mood changes. Yeah, that's fair. My mood can change very rapidly. You had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it. Would you do it? Oh! Okay, that changes things. Because I was going to say, if it's in self-defense, 100%, I'm shanking that man in the neck. But, in this scenario, let's say I have to kill my roommate. No, let's make this less personal. I have to kill this random person on the street. They are completely innocent. They haven't done anything bad. But in order to save my life, I have to kill them. I honestly think that that's hard. The only thing that's motivating me to do this is the fact that I'm too scared of death and the idea of what's beyond death to risk dying, if that makes sense. But I'm also really hesitating because I hate inflicting pain on others. I hate inflicting I mean, obviously I don't like giving mental pain to others, but physical pain specifically, I hate giving. Fuck. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could go through with it. I would probably go there and attempt it, but I couldn't do it. I just can't see myself physically taking a life. I can't do it. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? This is a different... It's the same question, but changed around. Fuck. It's luring me into a trap. Because this sounds a lot better. But it's the same fucking question as last time. God damn it. I wouldn't. The last question implied I was dead unless I did something. This question, this person's dead unless I do something. I would not. I would not sacrifice my own life. Even more interesting. I know, I just contradicted myself. Fuck you, fate. You made that question on purpose. I've never been inside of a burning building, no. Have you ever been to a funeral? I have been to a funeral. If you could attend your own funeral before you die, would you? I would, actually. I would love to see what they did for my funeral. You could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you. Would you still look? Ooh. I can only see what's bad that's going to happen in the future. Oh, that's... Ooh. Fuck. I'm also going under the assumption this means I cannot change it. As soon as I look at it, it's going to happen. I want to say that I would. I really do. But it's that thing about knowing that it's coming is even worse. It's the anticipation that... No, instant anxiety relief. That's one way to look at it. But another way to look at it is anticipation for it to happening would break me. If I knew when it was going to happen, that'd be one thing. But if I know it's going to happen, but I don't know when, that is so much worse. I don't think I would. It's that anticipation that would be terrible. This infers you'd know. What do you think? If you could see in the future, but you're told that it would only... If I know when, that'd be better. I guess. I'll say yes. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something that you shouldn't do? If that means like robbing people, then yes. If you had the power to stop, if you had superpowers in general, there is not a soul alive who wouldn't use it at some point for some sort of selfish gain. I wouldn't go around killing people, because that's way too far, but I definitely do it to better myself in some way, to give myself an advantage. If you had the power to remove one person on the earth and never turn again, would you use it? If I had the Thanos snap light, would I use it? I think I would. Probably. If I could save it, I'd definitely save it. But having that power would be good. There are some people who just do not deserve to live. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? You're a computer program that is in some base has some way to be psychological. I'd believe you. Sure, why not? If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? No, that's bad. If they're threatening to kill me, they probably have some way to do it. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologize to you? Fuck no! That is not a valid excuse. Family member said something nasty about you behind your back. Would you confront them about it directly? Yeah, probably. If you have to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? Ugh. Yeah. It's better than dying. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family members remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? See, if my family doesn't know who I am, they won't pay for my college. That's the problem here. I don't think I would. I would consistently try to make them remember who I am. I'd show documented proof that I am their son, so they have to pay for my college. The homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, utterly miserable in the rain. Would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? Ooh. Okay, if we're being honest here, I don't know how much giving my clothes would exactly help him. Because he's still going to be homeless. Like, dry clothes will help, kind of. But they're also just going to get soaked. Yeah, how cold is it? That's my problem here. Because I know right now. Because giving my clothes is not going to solve anything. If someone accidentally hit you with their car, but you suffer no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? A little bit, yeah. I'd probably be a little bit upset. If you looked for any hidden meaning or messages within these questions, I have not, actually. I'm taking them face value. Maybe I should have been. Ooh. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all this than other question? I mean, there probably is. You're asking me philosophical questions. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? If I describe a miracle as something that goes against the odds, then yes. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. Do you agree? No. If it's sprinkling, fine. But if it's fucking pouring and I have to bike home, no. Also, umbrellas are light as shit. Red is a prettier color than pink. Yes, I agree. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Oh. Well, okay. For quoting Katy Perry here. Wrong? Nah, I like Scarlet Red a hell of a lot more than I do anything pink has to offer. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Good having to go through the world, just blowing through, yeah. Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? No, I never had a problem eating in front of others. Rings are used as ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. I mean, it's everyone does it, but I wouldn't call it outdated. Did you realize the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spell the word murder? I did not notice that, no. Do you know why that is? Do you know why it spells murder? No. Does that make you suddenly uncomfortable? No, it's just a coincidence. Are you going to start paying close attention to what you got yourself into? No. Not really. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? I mean... Yeah. I mean, I'm already an hour and a half into the stream. It's here. You hear someone in your room. I don't, because no one's home. Do you see the shadows closing in? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Actually, yes now, because someone's actually in the fucking stream. But if we're being honest here, if we're talking about outside the stream, then kind of, yes. You might see the shadows if you had lights. Oh, hardy har. Do you look around the room just a moment ago? Actually, I did. I glanced around. I glanced over my shoulder. Do you like the long walks on the beach? Not really. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? I do. I like seeing their expressions. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? No. That's something I've never once thought. It's a waste. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? No. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better? Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? Like, do you mean, do I care about them more, or like they're a better person? Either way, no. No. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? No, I think people are stupid. I don't know. I don't think there's a conspiracy behind the coronavirus. I just think it's a virus that happened to... A lot of humans were really stupid, and that's how it worked. They believe that I'm human. Or do you believe that you are human? Yes. If you could turn invisible, but you can never be visible ever again, once you decide your power to turn your power on for the first time, would you ever use it? Fuck no. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were you knew that they were going to feed their family, would you stop them? I don't ever condone theft, even in this case. If I had the power to make sure I didn't get shot, that would really help. I would probably try to stop them, because that's a mistake that could lead to very dire consequences. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? Yes, I would. Because if they get hungry and they don't know food's around, they're gonna come for me. Plus, staying alive, your sanity is actually very valuable, and if you have someone else on the island, that greatly increases the chance of you not going insane. So yes, I would absolutely share it with them. You could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back first until that 1 year passes. Would you do it? No. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death, using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? No, because I would die. I wouldn't win. Straight up. The bear would win. So no. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? No. I don't know what I'd choose, but it wouldn't be potatoes. If pizza screams in agony every single time you took a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? If I did, it would have to be with industrial soundproofing headphones. Also, I feel like everyone would hate me, so probably not. I'd probably get annoyed. If your best friend got bitten in the genitals by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? Yes, but they're also paying me afterwards. I'm not doing this shit for free. Is that question difficult to answer? Not really, but it does sound like a ploy. They just make me have sex with them. Hilker confirmed. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Are you kidding? I'm totally gonna get like. Don't get me wrong. I want to save their life, but this is a very clearly scarring thing for me that I need to attend therapy for, and I need the money to pay for that therapy. No, it wasn't. Do you feel mortal? I actually personally do not feel mortal. I know that I am, and I know I have my immortality, but it feels like I'm never going to die, which is probably synonymous with the fact of what age I'm at. So I do not feel mortal. I do not enjoy loud music. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yeah. If it's a freeform dance, absolutely. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? Probably. Yes. I would say yes to this. I feel depressed occasionally. You aren't alone. I mean, yeah, I know. Do you feel relaxed? Like right now? I guess. I don't really feel anything else at the moment. Besides thirsty. You ever think there's a guardian angel watching over you? I don't. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yeah, I've said that before. I'm going to take special note of that one. You always look both ways before crossing the road? I actually look 3 times. I go left, right, left, go. Do you wash your hands every day? I do not. Do you feel comfortable using public restrooms? I do. I make it a priority. If I can, I always go to the bathroom in my house. Is winter your favorite season? I have been debating this with myself for the past 6 years. As a kid, I'd say yes, but probably not anymore. I think it'd be summer. Do you know anyone named Josh? I do not. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Kind of, yeah. Are you allergic to any animals? I am not. The only thing I'm confirmed to be allergic to is I had an allergic reaction to some sort of cheap laundry detergent, and we thought I had chicken pox. Have I ever thought of an animal in a sexual way? I have never thought that. That disgusts me. You ever been in love? Yes, I have. It's a beautiful thing. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? I would not. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? Dominant? Probably not. I wouldn't say so. I would never consider myself to be dominant. Do you feel like you got too much time in your hands? I wouldn't say that, actually. Can you easily be intimidated by others? A little bit, yeah. I'll say so. Yeah, it doesn't take much to excite me. Yes, sort of. There is a satisfaction of getting it done and getting it right. Sometimes. Sometimes there are just times where I just run out of things to do. And I don't like, and that feeling of being super bored makes it impossible to relax. But overall, I do not. I am not a high maintenance person whatsoever. My standards are weird to say, but my standards are kind of low. I feel like I can work with anyone to any extent. I'm not gonna be mad if you're a sort of a slob, because I am. But I do have my boundaries and I do have my limits, what I can tolerate. No, I'm not high maintenance. I trust very easily. I do consider myself to be an overall honest person. Of course I've told a lie, but I usually admit my lies very quickly. You ever lied to your best friend? Yes, I have. Have you ever lied to your family? Yes, I have. You ever lied to any answers during this question? I have not. You ever wonder what these questions have to do with lying? Yeah, actually. I assume it's going to come back to it. Are you people pleaser. I try to. I try to please as many people as I can. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? Not really. Yeah, I feel like I have a great sense of humor. But it's very dry. I do frighten easily. I hate that. I hate you, game. Don't you dare jump scare me. That was odd. I wonder what that was about. Fuck you! Oh, you actually gave me some anxiety out of that. It's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment and get to a question and move on to the more gritty questions. They will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of the test will be filled with various scenarios that you will smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve into each scenario. Remember, the key to all this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. You're home alone and it's dark and it's storming outside. All of a sudden there's a knock at your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do? This is assuming... I'm home alone. Okay. This is a terrible option. I would never do this. I probably freeze up for a second if we're being honest here. This is also a terrible option. Okay. I probably use a closest item used as a weapon. God damn it. Phone. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I had a call to take. Very interesting choice. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you have any spare change. What do? Tell you got no more change left to offer. Tell the homeless woman you to share with the man. Tell the homeless man you ask the woman to get for some of her change. Tell the homeless man you'll get some... I probably see I don't have any... I'd be one of the first two. These two both feel really dickish. I'd probably like think the second one, but then say the first. No, I'd probably say this. No, I'd say the first one. It was just... I'd probably say the first one. Yeah, I know. I feel bad, Fate. I do. Both your mother and father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine about to save one of your parents, and time was the essence. Give it to my mother. Oh, it doesn't now, does it? You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. There's a 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial, there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they can utilize it. Keep the gold bars to give away the cure for cancer. Keep the cure for cancer. Is there any way to monopolize? Like, okay, if you mean like use as in to profit off of, because I would absolutely take this and try and manufacture this. Assuming this means that I profit off both of these, I'd pick this one. That's not... I assume that's what it meant. You're stuck alone inside of your house and you're starving to death. You completely run out of wood and no one's coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source around you is your family's pets. I couldn't do it. Ooh. Kill and eat my pets so I can survive. Continue to starve along with my pets. I'd probably just continue to starve. Fuck you, fate. Fuck you. Your neighbor's home is on fire and a blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you cannot see past the flames. No one else is in sight. I would never walk away. Walking away is the last thing I do. This is really stupid, though. If you don't know where they are, you are just getting yourself surrounded by the flames. I would do... No, well, okay. I would probably do a mixture of the first two. But I'd definitely go shouting for help. You're fast asleep when you're woken by sounds like a woman muffled cries from someone in your room. It's under your bed. Hide under your covers and wait patiently. No. If I know there's something in my room, hiding is very bad. Again, it is human instinct to just freeze up. 9 out of 10 people would just freeze up on that instance. And I probably would too. But if I'm thinking objectively, what I should be doing... I would probably try and get out of the room. I would not look under the bed. That is a terrible idea. Verbally call out and ask who's in your room. Yeah, I would jump out of the bed and run. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls out a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that the watch stops ticking. Marks the moment for your time runs out on this earth. What do you do? Tell me you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. I just keep walking. This is fucking weird. Also, the watch is worthless to me then. Oh, it'll stop ticking when my time on the earth is up. So I'll be dead before I see it stop ticking. Yes, I would. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder from your behind. What do you do? I would never tell them to give me a massage. It's a mixture of the 2 and 3. You don't just surprise someone like that. I go for the vicious elbow. You're sitting in a bathtub trying to relax and a hand emerges from the water. What do you do? Get the fuck out. That's what I do. I don't kick the hand, try to keep it away from me. I try and get the fuck out of the bath as fast as I can. Push under. Free hand action? Ugh, no, jump out of the bed. Clever. What do you mean clever? The rest of the option was, oh yeah, get a handy. You get out of bed and immediately fall down to a deep dark hole. A man standing above you looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. Well, the last two are... I'm a sarcastic, but I wouldn't be sarcastic in that scenario. Screaming for help is the obvious thing, but I probably just... If I'm stuck in a hole and this man's my only way out, I have to fucking go for it. Yeah, smart choice. Screaming for help's not going to do anything. This is copyright infringement. How is this copyright infringement? You're sitting at home alone, all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes, and you know that no one is home, and that it couldn't have been a gust of wind. It puts the lotion on the skin. Oh, I see. A reference can't be really copyright infringement. Okay. A door slams shut. I know it's not a gust of wind, and I am home alone. I would probably do one. I probably wouldn't try to climb out the window. I'd probably look for something. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction tells you that they have a massive crush on you for a long time. What do? I'm not attracted to them at all. I'm just not interested. I hate this line so much. It's so much better just to be honest, because it would ruin the friendship, but it's not why. I'm just not interested. Yes, I'm an honest person. I'm just not interested in that person. Your dog starts randomly barking in the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. If it's the darkest corner of my room, and I can't... No, I trust my dog. Dogs have very keen senses. I would not ignore it, nor would I even try going towards the corner. I would keep watching the corner and see what's there. You see a massive spider in your room at the size of your hand. What do? Get the fuck out. Burn the entire house down. Yeah, burn the house down. That if there's one, there's more, and I don't care. Your closest family member tells you they're a serial killer. Yeah, burn the house down. Your closest member tells you they're a serial killer. What do? I'm telling the authorities. If you found out that you only one day to live, what would you do? Do something insane and crazy? No. Okay. I wouldn't act like nothing has changed. I would be a lot more thoughtful towards everyone. This is just cruel. I'm going with option 3. When your pet starts speaking to you and tell them they got a dire warning that they're going to die if they didn't eat up all the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do? Alright, let's just assume I have a dog and it's going to die if I don't give them all the ice cream in the freezer. I'll go with the ice cream. Why not? Yeah, if they start talking to me and them dying because they don't eat ice cream is one of the last things they could do. I don't know. I've been craving a shake recently. I really want a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's. And all of a sudden, you start hearing other people's thoughts, and the person next to you is thinking about mugging you and stealing your money. I wouldn't beat them up first. Two or three. I'd probably just say 3. I don't want to expose the fact I can read minds now. Your best friend comes to you and tells you they just accidentally killed someone they don't want to go to prison. I'm reporting them to the authorities. If it's an accidental kill, you still have to pay for that. And it's not going to be like for life. Especially if it's just manslaughter. I would try to convince them to turn themselves in. Excuse me. I would try to convince them to turn themselves in. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that they probably just went to wishful thinking. Fuck you. I turn myself in. I think it's time to move into the next portion of our test. Damn, I have to go to the bathroom, okay? Look, I'll be back. All right? Fate. Your tests are taking forever. I'm also going to need to get some water after this test. Damn, my throat's dry. The following questions shall be asked of you, would you rather style questions. Okay. Imagine you got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose the answer. Okay, no matter how uncomfortable that might be. Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? Loved. Would you never get angry or never get jealous? Ooh. Never get jealous. And there are reasons to get angry. Has it always been there? Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? By my friends. Would you rather live in space or under the sea? Both suck. Both really suck. I'd say space. What is a bigger chance to go wrong? That's what I'm looking at here. Where do I have a bigger chance of dying from? I'm going to say space because that implies I have really good technology. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? Probably people who need them. Fuck science. I don't know what they're going to get from me for science. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? Huh. Probably live in fear. Because it doesn't say I ever get caught. I just live with the fear of it. Well, because I don't okay, because that's... No, my conscience would kill... My consciousness would kill me. Conscience. Fuck, how do you say it?
Conscious.
Okay. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be punished for something I didn't do. I'll live in fear. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably 10 years from now? Or have your dream job but have to work for until the day you die? My dream job is a streamer or a psychologist. A horrible job. I assume that means just a job I hate working. They say if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. Would you rather every shirt you wear be something itchy or be able to use one-ply toilet paper? Ugh. One-ply toilet paper, you can fold it to make it somewhat better. Would you rather have skin that changes color depending on your mood or have tattoos that appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? Tattoos. You could cover up tattoos. Your skin is a whole different story. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? Every time I see a dog. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents, and the only way to get them back is to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body, or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just answer the question. Ugh, God, these both suck. Probably sex with, probably partner's body. It's gonna suck regardless, but, you can at least somewhat pretend that they're not your parent. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. Go fuck yourself. I think we've answered enough of the type of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. We're going to end this test with a short series of final questions, giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, what number do you like the most? 7, 11, 3, 46. 3. Out of the following options, what color makes you feel the most relaxed? Blue. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? Scorpions. Scorpions, I'd be a lot. If I knew there was a scorpion in my room, I'd be a lot more afraid. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Mint. Out of the following options, what do you personally value the most? Friends. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? Family. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm caring. Following options, what are you most afraid of? Dying alone. We're almost finished, but I got one final question for you. Have you ever punched a nun? No. You really ought to try sometime. You can really take the edge off. Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Showing my absolute hardest with the judge right now. Trying to keep it as professional as possible. Here we go. Based on what you told me, I come to a conclusion that I personally believe that will be the most interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder and happiness in your life. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to anything else on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you'll ever hold onto your life. You can spend time on anyone doing anything for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all your money you'll ever spend in your life. Now, imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, but you can't afford that." As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again. We only have so much time, and we have no idea how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. Now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally and how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you most need in this current stage of your life. Let's see here. Oh wow. You sure had it rough until now. You've been hurt a lot in the past, and it caused you to look at certain situations in an entirely different light than you would otherwise, if you had not gone through such trauma. The good news is, now that we have identified one of the biggest issues, we can begin working on a solution to fix it. My advice to you is to remember that everything does in fact happen for a reason. Whether in a spiritual way or philosophical way, everything we go through in life, both good and bad, teaches us something new and prepares us for something else that's yet to come. Next time something bad or negative in general happens to you, I want you to take the time to mull it over before reacting in a negative way. Even a broken clock tells the time correctly twice a day. I want you to take time to think about the positives in every situation. I want you to think about everything you've endured and where you are today. And then I want you to take time to smile and be thankful that you're still here. Because I can assure you that many others are grateful for you being here too. You just take a little extra time to pick out the positive things in negative situations and think about the lesson it's trying to teach you rather than what it's currently doing to you. And you'll be walking down an incredible path to an incredible future. I think you'll be very surprised at how much of a positive impact this can have in your life going forward. Hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is grateful. Remember this word. This will come in handy. I don't know what comments you're talking about. One more thing. But on my hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing. I don't know. You can see the list. I enjoyed that game a lot. I'm going to go get some water because my throat is killing me. I'll get my thoughts in just a second. Alright. I don't know. I think there's actually some really great advice with these games. It is a personality test when it comes down to it, despite what I might say. Alright. But yeah. Alright, next. The final, allegedly, the final revelation. Where are... Okay, there we go. Test. Oh my god, my mic's in a good spot. Hold on 1 second. Need to check something. Okay. Test, final revelation. Let's do this. Before experiencing the final test revelation, yeah. You going to stand a lot more to gain from the experience of the version titles. Yeah, I know. Dun dun dun. I already put the... You know, it's going to be a year. If they're going to estimate the time like that, it's going to be you cried in the last year. Honesty. Okay. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there's no light of day. I really should be reading this slower. I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace, so long I've missed, my soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been deadened, and every ghost has been left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you rescued me from my hell. Robert Frost. Beautiful. I paid $2 for this. I paid $2 for a poem. No matter what, I will always love you. What's the going rate for poems these days? Might be a good deal. Yeah, I've always wondered that. Because, like, poetry, I have always hated because it's totally up to interpretation of what it is. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each drop of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Choose me. Choice and fate meet up. They're really two opposites of each other. The testing room. So if it's choice and fate, who's next? I was gonna say destiny, but that didn't make sense because fate. Isn't fate just destiny? Wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. Okay, I'm curious. Is there a difference between fate and destiny? Fate, the preordained course of your life that will occur because of spite your action. Destiny, a predetermined events within your life. They'll take... Traditional usage, fate has the power or agency that predetermines and orders the course of events. Destiny is the future scenario, which cannot be determined by decisions an individual will make. Difference... okay. I'll just accept the fact there's a slight difference. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. A slew of questions you answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Oh, you're going to be doing this rhyming shit, aren't you? Okay. I will peel the emotion from your soul. You look like a bastard little troll. And make you eat your feelings whole. Questions I may be hard to answer. Did you ever catch those bugs? I did catch the bugs, eventually. I figured it out. Those bugs are mine. The questions I ask may be hard to answer. But I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. That's a little bit of a stretch. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be honest as you can. To angel's wing or devil's hand. We're going to have a slam poetry battle to get my psychological problems out. I'm down. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misunderstood questions lead to misery or rot. Take your time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. That... Wait. Did he just rhyme side with side? You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul it is burned. Before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answer lacks the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. With that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Saved it. I didn't think you would do it. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? This guy's a SoundCloud rapper, mobile rapper with these rhyme schemes. Yeah, no, the last Cancer and me was a stretch. Feel like you aren't good enough? Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. You ever feel like you put in more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? I do sometimes feel that way. Yes. You ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Man, you're getting depressive real fast. Hey, welcome to the stream. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? I do sometimes feel that way. But it could just be the monogamy. No, it's not the monogamy of life. It's not monogamy, but I can't think of any other word. Whatever. It's just the idea of like the days feel very similar. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? That's a good way to put it, actually. Do you ever feel like I'm trapped in limbo? Sometimes, yeah. Do you ever feel like you're overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes, actually. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? This man's got it locked down. The other two didn't have shit on this guy. I do consider oh, no, I don't. I am very afraid of death. Are you afraid of what might come after death? Yes. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? I do. I do know my people want me around. You ever feel like you just don't belong? Do I ever think that I just don't belong? Let me think. I don't know about that. That's never been something. Sometimes I feel like a burden. Have you ever felt left out? Yes, I feel like everyone's felt that at some point. And sometimes I have felt like a failure. My last school semester was terrible. I nearly failed all my classes. Near the end, I just couldn't study. My motivation was at an all-time low, but I did pull through in the end. Do you ever feel like you just weren't attractive enough? Yes. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Worked myself sick. That's an interesting question. I don't think I've worked myself sick. I've worked myself to the point of immense stress, but I wouldn't call that sick. No. Because there is such a thing as work exhaustion, which I never personally have gotten. You ever have racing thoughts at night that might make it difficult to fall asleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Yeah, I asked for help from my teachers, and it's one of the most painful experiences I've ever had, which is a weird feeling. But it's just the idea of admitting the fact that I can't do something alone. Something I feel that's really simple, especially I see others around me doing very well. You ever feel like people often criticize you? People often criticize me. Do I feel like people often criticize me? I don't think so. No, I don't think people criticize me that much. I feel like I look down upon by some people, but criticize, no. Well, okay, no, it's feel, not do people criticize you. It's do you feel like they do, and I feel like people do. Even if they don't say it. You ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes, but it's more of my family than friends. You ever wonder what your purpose in life is? Yes. Well, okay, no. I actually don't think about this that much. It's too big of a question. It's not worth my time to think about. I don't think about what my purpose in life is. I think about what I'm going to do with my life, which is, I think, two different questions. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Yes. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Sometimes. It really depends on the circumstances, but I guess more often than not. Does looking at your window at night make you feel uneasy? Yes. Yes, it does. Do you sometimes double check that your doors were locked even though you're certain that you already locked them? If I'm certain I've locked them, no. But if there is a 1% chance that the door is not locked, I do check it. You ever feel like my life is moving too slow? No. You ever feel like the life is moving too fast? Sometimes, yeah. Like feels like the last 19 years of my life, we just went away in the blink of an eye. You ever feel like comfortable when you're home alone? Sometimes, yes. Would you consider yourself a thoughtful person? I would. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No, I wouldn't. I really don't care about looks for the most part. Do I ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Would you consider this to be high maintenance? I am not. Low standards, but I have my limits. You ever bullied by someone you cared about? No, I've never been bullied. I haven't bullied someone. I was a bully in kindergarten. I regret every single day because I bullied my soon-to-be friend a lot, and I regret it so much. I wish I could take it back. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yeah, I don't like to draw attention in a crowd. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes, but it's not because I'm afraid of crowds. It's just because when I'm biking to class, instead of taking the faster way across the road, I instead bike on the trail that is a slightly longer, but it's faster because it's not crowded. So it's not because I'm afraid of crowds. It's because it's just more efficient. So yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people who cared about you? I don't know. Would I sometimes rather be alone? There are times I just want my space. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Not really. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yeah, confrontation is something I don't really like to do. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definite plans in the future? Not really. You ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get motivated? All the fucking time. Okay, I'm going a lot faster for this one. I'm not explaining everything. You ever feel like you're failing to those who care about you most? Yes, I do. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Because I'm at college, I don't have a car I can drive. I bike everywhere, but when those rare instances where I do get into a car, I do sometimes feel that anxiety. But it's more so that I haven't driven in a long while, more than me just having to drive. So I guess, yeah. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Yes, I think so. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel comfortable? No, I'd never had any charm like that. Does being around animals give you a sense of peace? I guess. No. Sometimes, but I don't think just them being there gives me peace. Do you sometimes believe that your loved ones are lying to you when they say they care? I haven't really thought that before. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? No, I don't think I do that. What's up, Destiny? Which is definitely a stripper name. Although I don't imagine this guy gets really many lap dance, or this guy doesn't really give that good of lap dances. I'm gonna have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. Hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'd be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. Series of pictures I'm going to give your brain rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out. Ooh, we're doing the blot. We're doing the, what are they called? The Rorschach blot tests, which will show me what your mind ponders about. So feast your eyes upon the art. Let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you most feel present in this picture? Anger, depression, joy, chaos, relaxation, numbness. Chaos is an emotion? I don't see any of the first three. Chaos or numbness? I think numbness. I don't feel anything towards this picture. No. I mean, I'll do okay. No, this is a test for me. Personally for me, I don't feel anything when I look at this picture. What word do you think decides this picture is best? Trapped, no. Manic, no. Not chaotic. Beautiful, no. Broken. What do you think this picture is called? The chaotic crystals? No. For me, purple and green, like this kind of purple reminds me of poison and misery. Portal is too generic of a name. Mind of misery. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel present in this picture? I don't feel numbness. This feels like a sad fire. Depression. What word did... Demented? No. Not toxic, not life, not exotic. I'd say stuck. What do you think this picture is called? Destroyer of Sense Darkness Within? Yeah, these aren't great options. Nothing at all describes what I feel. I feel like this flame is just stuck. It's a very depressing fire. Yeah, I don't like any of these. It's definitely not the birthing. Blazing Soul, Destroyer of Sense. I'll go Darkness Within. Although I don't, this is not what I'd call it. Next we have this one. Ooh. I feel a little bit of joy from this one, to be honest. What word reveals it? Celestial. Oh, for fuck's sake. Galactic is what I'd say. The Vault, Datacron, ICU, Reflection of the Universe. I like Shattered Worlds. I can't believe this being called Shattered World. Noted. Take a look at this one. Hope. Okay, well, this is a hopeful picture. So, I guess this is also joy? I see a gateway. Gateway or open? I see this as an open door past all the mugginess. I'll say open instead of gateway. Stairway to heaven. Light at the end of the tunnel. That's peculiar. How about this one? Oh, darkness. I see anger in this one. Abyssal is a really good one. An abyss of anger. Energy crown, no. Shrouded misery. Nest of darkness, abyssal gaze, darkness forming. Shrouded misery sounds pretty good for this one. And this here. Ooh, I don't know. This one I feel numb to. This one feels like a worse. I feel numb to this one. Mask, veil, cyclops, jungle, prismatic, shrouded. Veiled. I like veiled for this one. Mind's eye, forest depth. I like the masking. Something feels wrong in this one. It feels fake. No, this one. I feel relaxed. I don't know why I feel relaxed for this one. It's just really pretty. Bosoms? Ugh. Collide, planetary. When I thought about this one, I thought of just beautiful. Heavenly works. Forming again, we meet again, angelic touch. Forming earth, mother nature's gift, growth seed, we meet again. I hate all these. Man, these titles are bad. We meet again. I'll go we meet again. I feel... How do I feel? I don't feel much towards this one. This one I also feel numb to. Well, I would just... Fury, Torment, Volcano. Volcano. Rage Incarnate. I don't feel anything for this picture. I just don't. We'll call it Inferno Gate because it's lame. For this one here. Yeah, I'm like these pictures. Some of them are good. Some of them are just nothing. It's not numbness. I feel off. I feel really off. I don't know how to describe it. Just off. Unsettled, I guess. I guess we'll go chaos. I feel unsettled. Monitoring is what I'm getting from it. Datasphere. Yeah. I can understand that. Thought-provoking incubation matrix walker, I guess. I really wanted to play Horizon, but I haven't played the first game. I gotta finish it on my own time. Hope again. Womb. I was actually thinking like birth or womb. I'll take birth. Going down. It's a bad title, but it's the best one we have. Destiny, you fucking suck. I don't feel anything by this one either. Data is what I feel. Deciphering, I broke the crystal verse. We're almost done. Thank fuck. I hate this section. I feel chaotic. This feels chaotic, I guess. Viscous, I like. Excuse me. Planets forming. This feels weird. This feels bad. I wish they changed what emotions I could choose because I feel because when I see that. This makes me feel bad. This makes me feel off. This makes me feel like something really bad is going to happen. So I guess it's not numbness, but like, how do you describe the feeling of chaos? It sounds like chaos? Okay. I don't like these words because this feels like something just got released. That's a very, very bad thing. I guess I'll go late. Crown, actually. Crown will work. Sonic Boom. Broken Seal. Few more! Peace. This one looks nice. This one feels nice. Fear. Oh, I like Pearl more. I really like Pearl. Marble of Time, Formless Being. Marble of Time. I can roll with that. I'm really trying to hold out Destiny, but I'm getting sick of this. This feels definitely I'm not feeling anger. No, this one's not a repeat. There was one close to this, but this, I definitely would have recognized this symbol, because I would have commented that it looks like Windows. I feel numbness. And then I say chaos. I'm a genius. Nebula. Soulless space. Okay. Cosmic is what I think. I think of big things are happening. So chaos. I fucking hate these. Come on. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know. I hate these choices. I fucking hated that, Destiny. I'm not gonna lie. Your answers were documented well. Yeah, no, the first two I really liked. The second one really made me think. Those are really good questions, really gritty questions that made me have to really think about it. I fucking hate it. Okay, I am a psychology major. I know about the picture questions. The problem is that projection methods, there's only two types that work. That is not one of them. The two types that work is a ink blot or some sort of formless image. Ink blots work best, but it's still not the greatest chance that it'll work, but there is a correlation. The other one is multiple pictures that you have to form a story around. But that's all you have to work off of. That's not what that was. They were technically formless pictures, but a lot of them felt the same. It just felt really, really wrong. I just could be a person who doesn't respond well to that kind of test. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. That doesn't rhyme! There are still some truths that you have yet to be met. Oh. As a matter of fact, that is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your consciousness more. I'm going to give you several pictures that'll make you bore. Let us begin. One year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays. So you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is how one of your family members hits the jackpot, but someone who you don't really get along with and just bought the present out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves, as they feel it was their ticket. How does that make you feel? I would be jealous. I would regret buying them the ticket. I don't like the... the implicit exchange of gifts on Christmas. I don't like to feel obligated to get someone something. I feel like the presence of being around you should be enough. Of course, I'll still buy presents for people I care about, but I don't feel like I have to buy someone something for everyone. And what would you do in this situation? Get them killed so I inherit their money? No. Like, as much as I'd be jealous, I wouldn't do anything about it. I definitely wouldn't try to kill them. I definitely wouldn't try and steal the ticket because, like, I'd be caught by my family. And I wouldn't destroy the ticket because that's just a waste. I'd let them be happy with their winnings. It just so happens that life didn't want to make me be lucky. If the roles were reversed and you were going to win entirely, would you share the money with the least family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? I don't know if I would. If it means, like, giving a chunk away, I don't know if I would. Maybe I would? That's hard. Like, I don't like them, but I wouldn't be, like, if they needed cash, I wouldn't just turn them away, especially because I have money to burn. That's hard. There's a lot of ambiguity with this. If they didn't have a lot of money, which, like, according to the problem before, they didn't, because I didn't have a lot of money, that's why I bought the lottery tickets, I would give them a little bit. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside, there's $1 million. Alongside the money, there's a bloodstained note with the only word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does that make you feel? I definitely wouldn't be indifferent, but I also wouldn't be excited. So I'd be very put off by the blood. Scared, there's blood in it. I'd be anxious. No, I think I'd be scared. The blood would really put me off. What would you wish to do in this situation? I'd call the police. That's hard, though, actually. I would absolutely be put off by the blood. That's not a lie. But the question is, if I'd be so put off, I would ignore the $1 million. I probably would. There's something would be in my brain be like, if the note wasn't covered in blood, would that disdain your chism at all? Yes. That would absolutely change my decision. I'd still probably be put off by the note, to be honest. If it was covered in... That would probably change my decision, if we're being honest. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone, just about to fall asleep. It tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what these bargains are. I would legitimately be intrigued. But I also fear eternal damnation. I am legitimately intrigued what he wants to offer, but I probably wouldn't go for it. The devil goes on to assure that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. To prove his point, he demonstrates his magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In a second, you can feel the lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. Then he goes on to tell you what offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. What would you exchange for your soul, if anything? All the wealth and power in the world, you'll never age, but you can still die from physical injury. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. Straight up, the only one that I would even consider picking is the second option. You'll never age, but you can still die from physical injury. Because mortality scares me. But there is some solace in this decision, because I know the devil exists, and if the only way I can go to hell is to sign my soul away to the devil, then that means there must be another place I do not go if I do not give my soul away to eternal damnation. And that is solace enough for me to not sell my soul to the devil. The devil offered you some other deal, some kind. Would you accept the exchange for eternal damnation? No. There's nothing you could give me, because there's nothing you could give me in exchange for eternal damnation. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps over the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies for hunger for the living flesh. You watch as everyone you know become gravely ill in turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does that make you feel? I am scared. I'm very scared. An apocalyptic world is something that one of my biggest fears. I don't know how long I can survive. If you knew the zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, you could prevent it from happening, would you? Of course I would. Who wouldn't try to stop the apocalypse? You've been working at a company for 10 years and you promised a very important, incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss simply tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you get the position that you promote the other employees as a favor for a friend. How does it make you feel? Angry. I was promised a promotion. You also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they hadn't been properly reporting their income for the past decade. Threatened to report my boss for fraud. I'd use that against them. The roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving. Would you accept the position? That's tough. That's a really tough one. I think I'd still accept it, though. It's hypocritical, but I would, because I'm looking at it for me. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen. You turn around and realize that someone is watching through the window in the darkness. Alright, red flags immediately. I hate this. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they're making direct eye contact with you before running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does it make you feel? Fucking terrified. Anxious and these two for sure. I'm not secure. The one thing you cannot predict is humans. Scared, where did they go? Is probably better than anxious. What do you think they're going to do in this situation? Okay, this is... Am I home alone in this instance? I need to know this. Because if I'm not home alone, I will yell out in the house saying there is someone around the house. Be on your guard. And I'm going to try and lock the doors and call the police. Because I don't know where they are outside. But if I can prevent them from getting inside, that's the best possible. I do a mixture of these things, but I guess I'd go for the doors first. The face on the window was a face of a supernatural entity of a not human being. Would that change your answers at all? No, I would still go for the doors. I'm going to present you with some sort of potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well and you go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly to announce some grave news. Turns out you have contracted an incredibly rare illness that there's currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than a year, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. You'll be kept alive in machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in this state, or would you rather pull the plug? Pull the plug. Because that is a hell. That is a permanent hell. You are living for the sake of eating and shitting. It's just forever hell. You can't do anything. I can't imagine. There are very few things I can imagine that is worse than that. Don't put the family and friends through the suffering. Get it over with. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while you're still mobile? Pursuing all the dreams I hadn't accomplished yet and spending them with my friends and family are the two most things I'd rather do. These are diseases that there are diseases out there that you can put you in some sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you that things you've never done before and pursue more with life, or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? I'd like to say that it motivates me, but like in this moment, knowing that I could contract something or get hit by a car and lose the ability to walk or something like that, that does motivate me to treat my life with more gusto, I guess. But at the same time, I know this feeling is going to go away a day, hours. Like right now, just knowing that life is short and regrets might be in the horizon, it does motivate me. But I know it might change soon. You have a pet dog who you've been raised since birth. 3 years have passed since it's the best dog you ever had. You love it like it was your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dogs, no matter what you do. You can't seem to make any progress. A month passes, and you still haven't found any trace of your four-legged friend. So one morning, you wake to sound familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in his 80s on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and they both seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there to hug your dog, and he says, licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy. He was about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor suffered from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and the heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. Oh no. Dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is a little dog child who can come back to life and make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after. You know telling him something really the dog, it's your dog, will break him and crush him. But you break the news that isn't your dog, take Johnny home with you, or you let him keep the dog and choose to visit daily and playing go over rocks. Oh no. I would actually let him keep the dog. It's not the fact that I'm not losing him forever. And I would miss him, especially when going to sleep. But he's giving someone else comfort now. And he still gives me comfort, and that's good enough for me. Does the story make you sad? It makes me really sad. Can you imagine yourself in the woman's position being so alone? I find that one thing that makes you feel less alone. Just having to face it being ripped away from you once again. I can't imagine that, and that brings me so much sadness. Fuck you, Destiny. Why'd your pictures have to be such garbage and your questions have to be really fucking good? Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. You fell for one of the traps, and as they lured you in, it made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you're given a unique opportunity of life. As you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you are bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process. Or, you can choose to spend your life as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family or friends are no longer living, or the killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. But can I not just go to my family and friends and say, hey, I was killed by this guy? I'd still pick my family and friends anyways. The other thing I would take is to drive a killer insane to push him over the edge. Do I ever think I would have what it takes to drive your killer insane? Yes, he's already over the edge. He's already insane. He's a fucking serial killer. Yes. Do you believe this scenario is possible? I don't think it's possible. If the situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather let them choose? I'd much. If I know they were killed brutally, and they had the chance to seek revenge, I think it might be selfish for me. Both choices have an I'd much rather let them choose, but because I'm the one making the choice here, I'd much rather see them again. Seeing them again would bring much more joy overall than revenge, because revenge, it would feel good. It would feel so good. It would feel so good to make him feel even the slightest amount of pain close to what they took away from me. But if that revenge is going to go, that feeling of revenge is going to go away, and you're just going to be left wallowing in pain of loneliness. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest. That feels like the best sleep you ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. Look like you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play. So you obligated the note and hit the play button to reveal the message that is left for you by all your friends and family that were still alive and well, though it seems they're all 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day of the last 20 years you repeated the same day over and over. This is 51st Dates. Due to severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, and each day while you sleep, all the recollection of what took place 24 hours prior has entirely wiped. Your loved ones have made a video to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching the video every single day so you know what's going on and continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over, living in ignorant bliss. I'd rather watch the video. I loved 50 First Dates, the movie. I think it's a great comedy, but I don't think they go into enough detail of the amount of tragedy the girl is in. Because the whole point of the movie is a guy falls in love with a girl who is in this exact scenario. And her family keeps doing the exact same thing over and over to preserve her. Because they're afraid she might break if she finds out. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth for you for 20 years, even though you felt it was like for your own good? I'd feel upset. I'd feel very upset. If your best friend was in this situation, would you making a video for them telling them the truth? Or would you repeat the every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy and never letting them know the truth? There's only so long you can keep that up. I would make a video telling them the truth. I'll take note of your answer. Though frantic digging in the attic, reading old files and newspaper articles, you've come to find your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you. From what you can gather through your discoveries, a story tells of a young child who develops psychotic tendencies in which he would transform, murdering their parents in front of a tragically brutal way. However, the child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents that once the trance had worn off, they repressed memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from your memory. Two psychologists took in a child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child that had been a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your would-be parents? Would I resent them for lying about it? Maybe a little, to be honest. They were treating me like an experiment. They may still care about me, but that's one of the main reasons why. Would you be grateful that you use that into your life? I would be. Yeah. I probably would be, but I'd be resentful as shit. I feel a little betrayed. Yes. Would you confront them about the articles you found? Probably. Yeah. If they were in their position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Someone commits a crime, but they don't remember it happening. Would you take that child in? I don't know if I could. Interesting. I have one final scenario before you move on. The end of the world is come and gone. All that's left is post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, culling through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their path, in hopes of claiming the equipment for themselves in order to survive the harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend around 6 months with them before they decide you're not pulling your own weight. In order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes you find food that is left behind by raiders. It only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. Hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker by yourself? This one's harder because I did say that you're gonna go insane without people. But in this case, it's people who have actively made it so you're pushed out. I would keep the bunker. If you could choose only tell someone to search about the bunker and let them so they could lead a new colony, yes, I would do that, 100%. If you were to lead a new colony, what would you build it based on savagery or rating, or build it on sharing compassion? Sharing and compassion, probably. Although rating is technically better. You were the leader in a colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone who wasn't pulling their weight. And the person just happened to find themselves in a similar situation. They found a job without worth of food in an underground bunker. They refused to share that with you in the colony. Would you raid them and steal it for yourself, or would you let them keep what they found? Gotta look out for number one. Yes, I know I'm a fucking hypocrite, Destiny. Piss off. Okay. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. If you were to answer clearly, crisp, and concise, will you be selfish, or will you be conscious of vice? In just a mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love most? Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, these both suck. I'd rather be the abandoner than the abandonee. Would you rather have friends in high places who get you anything you want but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond? Stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 you get to keep it yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? I'll go 4 ways. I still get $5,000. That's pretty good. Would you rather keep cheating your partner but never get caught, or know your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? Oh, well, wait. Get cheated on with no evidence, because then I'm just going to break up. As long as I know for a fact that they cheated, then I just break up. Would you rather get rich through illegal means, or be poor but live an honest life? Depends on the illegal means. It really depends on the illegal means. If I'm hurting people through it, then absolutely not. But if it's illegal but it's not hurting anyone, then I would do it. However, I don't think that's what the question is implying. I think the question is implying drugs, murder, etc. So I'm going to go poor and honest and sincerely. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Kill favorite pet. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job, or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Fire my friends. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? Step-sibling. There's no blood in between them. And if I do my best friend, I'm losing their trust. Yeah. Would you rather save your best friend from a certain death, and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Save my friend, because I don't know the 1,000 strangers. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Rescue a starving child. That's not what I meant to pick. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Poor but with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? What? This is a weird one. I guess I'd steal the money, because stealing food would be really, really annoying. I'd steal food. That'll cause a lot less chaos in the economy. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or be moved to a third world country and never be allowed to leave? Oh, no. Oh, God, these both suck. I guess serve 4 years in the military. I really don't want to go into the military. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles below the speed limit? I guess above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have every sex every day in order to stay alive? I see. Obviously, it's the idea like, fuck yeah, sex for the rest of your life. That sounds great. But then sex becomes less important to you. I guess I'd rather have it than not. But man, that's... I don't like either of those options. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years to make a full recovery or get addicted to alcohol for the rest of your day of your life? Oh, come on. That's mean. I hate this. Your would you rathers are so much worse than Fate's. Hardcore drugs for 10 years. Or alcohol for the rest of your life. Okay. It says I'm addicted, but I don't have to go into it. Alcohol is a lot easier to get around than hardcore drugs, I feel. Would you rather live to be 200 years old and perfectly preserve your youthful body and have to watch your family and friends die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your... I'd live for 200 years. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive or sacrifice both of your parents? I'd sacrifice both of my parents. Would you rather get acknowledged for your work that you didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life but never receive any of the praise? Never receiving the praise would drive me insane. But this would make me feel bad too. I'll say get acknowledged, but fuck, that would... Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I love this question. I don't want to get punched. Would you rather lose all the money you earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Joke's on you. It's 2022. This has been lasted for 2... I guess lose all the money because I haven't lost much. I haven't gained much. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win 20 or immediately win $10? I'm a gambler. Yeah, I'll take the $10. My head's screaming at me. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? How or when? I guess I'd say when. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater, or permanently deaf? Okay, I'm thinking, is there a way around this? Like, could you like fill goggles with water and then walk around like that? I don't think that would work. Because, like, if that's an option, I'm picking that, but that's not what it's asking. I'm not going to pretend that's what it's asking, because it's not. This isn't some way for me to get around the questions. They're asking me actual questions I should answer legitimately. I'd rather be deaf than blind. I'd so much rather be deaf than blind. Would you rather give up all internet and social media to be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free, but never leave your house? That's mean. It's really hard. Okay, like, what does travel the world for free mean? Does it mean I can like just use planes, or does that mean I can like get into like inns and eat food and stuff? I'll go on the assumption that I can just go anywhere I want for free and live and live a decent life, not a rich life, but I'd survive. Social media, I don't have a problem with ditching. It's the internet, and I have a problem with ditching. The best internet, but never leave your home. I'd probably rather have the best internet. As much as it would suck, there is not a lot you can do without the internet nowadays. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Hot coals. Hot coals. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? Be the judge. Would you rather have a witch cast out a nasty hex on you, or so you always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon and intent on possessing you? But does he get to possess me, though? That's the question. It's bad luck I'm stuck with forever. An annoying demon I can possibly get around. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Married to someone who's not attracted to me, or married to someone I'm not attracted to. I probably marry someone who's not attracted to me because attraction is very important. For me, if I'm not attracted to them, I can't. It's really difficult. I think. Well, I'm saying okay. Attraction is not just beauty, and that's for the record. I'm not seeing this as like they're beautiful and ugly. I'm raising this as I like this person, I don't like this person. I'd rather be someone. I'd rather not be miserable. Would you rather get a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? How low-paying? High-paying job so I can leave it earlier. Would you rather walk 1 mile at home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed and have to walk 100 miles to get home? Walk 100 miles. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab $100 out of the public toilet? No, 100%. $100. It's quick. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never get to watch a movie, never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Movies. I'd give up books for movies. Would you rather be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything? I guess 2 hours early. I can bring a laptop or something. Would you rather find a dead body or be the witness to a deadly assault? I mean, these both aren't great, I guess. None of these are, neither of these are especially terrible. I'm not the one getting assaulted, nor am I the person who's dead. So, all I have to do, I'm doing the same thing regardless. I'm just reporting the crime. I guess I'd rather find the dead body, because then I wouldn't have to get involved with the deadly assault. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? Oh, change past, 100%. Prophecy power is bullshit if you can't do anything about it. Change the past. Would you rather have one really good friend or 100 mediocre friends? One good friend. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose 1 day off your life every time you kiss someone? You can get dentures. You can get dentures. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you collect your money, or see the worst enemy win the lottery? Ooh. Knowing I could have won the lottery, but failing to actually get the money for it. Or knowing that the person I hate the most gets the lottery. I'd rather win the lottery and lose my ticket. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? True love. Would you rather have a pause button for your life or a rewind button? Pause button is worthless. We're going rewind. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Oh. These are both terrible ways to go. I guess drown to death. I guess. But gasoline. I'll take drown. Would you rather make your new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I can't make a new friend every day. That would get tiring, though. Get $100, but okay. That's actually not a lot. $700 a week. That'd be roughly $3,000 a month. Getting around to being 3,000 times 12, $36,000. A teacher's salary for doing nothing a day. But your life would be so empty. Make a new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice yourself for your family to save yourself? Sacrifice my family. Thank God they don't watch these streams. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have everyone hurt you or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? I'd rather hurt everyone I love without being blamed. This is assuming I can't admit to the crime, because this is what I do. I'd rather not get blamed for something that I did do than get blamed for something that I did not do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Worst enemy. Worst enemy, 100%. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Give up all liquids. That's not hard. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to just above the lowest volume? Low volume. My ears would adjust. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Never meet my hero. I'm content with that. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? Never have pets. You can definitely go without pets. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life? I'll take the pain. You're welcome, Destiny. Oh, we're not done yet? For we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want you to see your soul. I want you to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn that all you know. That does not rhyme with soul. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to know to expel the truth from yourself. I want to be free I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? I have, yes. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? Have I ever intentionally hurt an animal? I don't think so. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No, I haven't. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played a victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? I don't think so. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Romantic feelings for a partner that you... Maybe? I've had sparks. But I haven't had, full-on romantic feelings. I'll say no. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? So we're doing the death mode. I don't think I can go through with it. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes, technically. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes, I have had that feeling. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yeah. Do you ever feel like that your negativity brings down other people's down? Yeah, I can feel it. I have many times where I've gotten angry, sad, and I feel like I'm bringing down the party. Do you ever regret not standing up for your... Whoops. Okay. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Sometimes, yes. You ever wish that you could live a more honest life? No, I never thought that before. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No? I don't think so. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? I think so. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? No, I never thought that. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants for those you need most? For those who need you most? I never think that. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? I have thought that before. Do you ever feel like you're living up to your full potential? Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? I don't know. This one I don't know what my full potential is, so I guess not. Do you ever let your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? It's not fear. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Because I would fail. I don't think it's because I would fail. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? I guess so, yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Sometimes I do. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No. You ever feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? I have felt that, actually. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? I don't think so. I haven't really had a pet before. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? No, I don't think I've ever made up an excuse. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Yeah. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No. If I believe something is right, I'm going to stand by it. If I do not believe something is right, then I'm not going to defend it. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting that you're wrong? Yes. Do you ever place a blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? I have blamed people for my or some of my failures, but not specifically my failures. I blame them for the reasons I fail, if that makes sense. Like, I've noticed I've gotten more depressed lately. I blame people for the reason I got depressed. I blame them the reason I got depressed, and because I got depressed, I started to fail more. I guess, yes, but I also acknowledge that I'm at fault. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? I'm sure I have. Have you ever had sex with someone? Nope, I'm virgin. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone who you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No, I haven't. Do you ever feel like that you could take up... no, my mood lighting. Good enough. Alright. We lost the flame effect. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Probably. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? I'm honestly sure I have. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? I don't think I have. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? No, I don't think I have. Do you ever feel like you focus more on negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? Yeah, I think I have done that. Have you ever witnessed someone for being wronged, but didn't have the courage to stand up for them?
I think, yeah, especially in high school. And finally, would you punch it on? Do you feel like you're a good person? That's an interesting question. It's a very broad question. It's a very important question that is honestly should be asked first in every psychological meeting. Sometimes I don't, and I also don't think that that thinking is unjustified. I like to think I'm a good person who just has a negative outlook on everything. No, no. Very interesting. That concludes the end of your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, play upon your fear, to break your worst news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But I've asked you to be honest with me. I must in turn be honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. For whatever I can detect from deep sleep, from whatever you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is fairly interesting. You're among the rare few people who have an incredible amount of untapped potential, and you're not using all this potential to your advantage. Then you need to take a good hard look at what you invest your time into, and ask yourself what's really truly worth it. Considering how limited your time actually is in life, are you really doing everything you can to accomplish your goals before your time inevitably runs out? Because I don't think you are, and I think you know that. The only reason I'm telling you this is because it's what you need to hear. You could be doing such amazing things, but you aren't spending enough time focusing on using those things to your advantage, or improving them enough. You've got a natural knack, some real raw powerful talent, but you're either not working hard enough to harness it, or spending your time improving the wrong aspects of your life, and you feel that deep down. My advice to you is to spend some time thinking about where you're going to end up in the next 10 years, and continue on the path you're currently on now. If you envision anything other than pure contentment and happiness in the next 10 years road, then you need to start walking down a different road. Once you figure this part out, you're going to be a hell of a lot happier in life. Think you can feel the truth in that. Then you will be very surprised at how much positive impact this can have in your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goal. Your secret word is prospect. Remember the word. This will come in handy. You received an ending you've already received before taking the previous examinations. Remember, we do not ask you your secret words prior to taking this test, so that should be very telling. It means it's something very special. And if your result was the same as something you got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret in the comments. If you receive an entirely new outcome, that means you've got multiple layers of things you need to work in on your journey, or you just may have an extra layer of depth in your personality, but only you'll know the answer to that. You guys answered hundreds of questions. You found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened. You've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have just wondered what the test series is truly about, but it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. It's about you. Test is about you. Yeah. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks the answers. More than being about answers, the test is more about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open your mind and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. But the test about compassion. The test is about bridging people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. That's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical sets of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by the same peers who do the same exact shit that they judged us for in the end. And then we judge them for too. But you feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed in the world because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before the time, and any one of us could fall in the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. One thing we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps these people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. Perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We're all in this together. Test series has helped bring so many people together, and it makes so many people feel less alone. We read your comments, and others feel free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've reached how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people they say their lives forever changed. I'll tell you one thing. Even one life was saved in the process of the social experiment. Then was hero. By leaving comments, you've helped us spread a message out to others. You spread a message of positive light in a very dark time for so many people. And those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift the finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We are brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We are brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you for not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deed and spreading the word and participating, but we also have another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so in future titles will be put in the credits of our new massive project we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We'll also be going through and selecting names from those who leave the comments in our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of lore, or a character named after it and so much more. Now, as far as the secret words go, secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey, and they will request it of you, and they will alter the game and are uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion, decisions we make, and how decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the words will get out to see how they all tie together. You help shape it. You help make it what it is. And we'll be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. Once again, to commemorate those who participate in all across our titles, we periodically select names from all our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, everything you continue to do for our world. Take our secret word that was assigned to you at the end of the session and leave it in the comment for us. We will be selecting some of you to be included in our future projects which we are currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in the comments. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret word to our projects. Yeah. Fuck, that was really good. Gotta admit, hated the picture part a lot, but that really turned herself around in the end. I will end up leaving the comments off stream. I actually need to go back and figure out what my words were, because I honestly forgot. I know this one was Prospect, but I forgot the other two. Overall, I don't regret doing this stream. I didn't actually expect to get... I thought it'd be a fun little thing. Keep a hold of your secret words. You're going to need them when you're chasing demons. I peeled the truth from the fresh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Gah! She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll, and in her cell may she rot. That doesn't rhyme. So these three things were like... These three tests were just like an ad for a game called Chasing Demons. I'm okay with that. Like, they were good ads. And I think I'm going to end everything there. Thanks for those who turned into the streamer on YouTube. I'm not saying I'm going to make a regular schedule just yet, but hopefully I'll get to streaming soon.